Imagine two African leaders separated by nearly 40 years, yet sharing such striking similarities that the world wonders if one might be the ghost, reborn of the other. Is Ibrahim Traoré. Truly, Thomas Sankara, resurrected in a new era. In 2025, as Traoré continues to lead Burkina Faso with a blazing anti-colonial passion, this question is igniting heated debates across the continent, from the streets of Ouagadougou to the halls of Paris. Get ready to embark on a thrilling journey of comparison between Sankara, the revolutionary icon of the 1980s, and Traoré, the young leader boldly reshaping the Sahel. Watch now. Thomas Sankara, born on 21/12/1949 in Yako, rose to power in Burkina Faso through a coup on 04/08/1983, and in just 4 short years, he transformed the nation profoundly, renaming it from Upper Volta to Burkina Faso, meaning land of upright people, to ignite a sense of national pride, nationalizing land to boost agricultural output by 15%, and promoting free education and public health care, reducing child mortality from 20% to 16% in just 3 years. Sankara emerged as a Pan-African symbol, with iconic speeches like, "He who feeds you controls you," echoing at the United Nations in 1984, and he launched a campaign to plant 10 million trees to combat desertification, slashing food imports from 80% to 60% in 3 years, a remarkable achievement recognized by the FAO. Ibrahim Traoré, born on 14/01/1988 in Kera, an impoverished village in western Burkina Faso, seized power through a coup on 30/09/2022, and at age 37 in 2025, he's pursuing a similar legacy, expelling French troops in February 2023, nationalizing gold mines in 2024 to generate $600 million in revenue, and building the Sahel Alliance AES to achieve regional self-reliance. Both were young military officers when they took power. Sankara, 33. Traoré, 34. Both fierce anti-colonial warriors, and both drew inspiration from Pan-Africanism to liberate their people from foreign domination. However, Traoré faces far greater challenges than Sankara ever did. Jihadists controlling 40% of Burkina Faso's territory, over 2.5 million people displaced according to UN data, and an economy growing a mere 3% in 2025, per the IMF's robust assessment, amidst a complex, modern world filled with international relations and geopolitical pressures. How can Traoré, with his frontline jihadist combat experience and unwavering resolve, truly carry forward Sankara's legacy in such a vastly different context? Follow along to uncover the striking similarities and unexpected differences. Traoré and Sankara possess astonishing similarities that have led many to hail Traoré as Sankara reincarnated in a new era. Sankara gained fame for his historic vaccination campaign, immunizing 5 million children in just 3 weeks in 1984, cutting infant mortality by 20%, and earning recognition from the WHO as one of Africa's most successful health initiatives of that time, while Traoré implemented a ban on forced marriages and female genital mutilation in 2023, safeguarding over 1 million women and girls, a policy lauded by the UN, and reducing gender-based violence by 15% in Burkina Faso. Both nationalized resources to serve their people. Sankara seized land control, boosting agricultural production by 15% and lifting 300,000 farmers out of poverty, while Traoré nationalized gold mines in 2024, generating $600 million in revenue by mid-2025, decreasing reliance on foreign companies like Endeavour Mining and increasing the education budget by 10%. In terms of political ideology, Sankara resisted French influence by rejecting aid, labeling the IMF a killer in a speech in Addis Ababa in 1987, while Traoré expelled French troops in February 2023, shifting to a $200 million military partnership with Russia, including Il-76 aircraft and Pan-Africanism S-1 air defense systems. Sankara's UN address in 1984, Hunger is exclusion. Doingao lasu loitu mirrors, Traoré's Moscow speech in 2025. We must end terrorism to feed our people. Chúng phải chấm dứt khủng bố để nuôi dân chúng, both emphasizing economic self-sufficiency and security. Yet controversies have emerged. Sankara was a pure Marxist, focused on socialism and rejecting alliances with superpowers, whereas Traoré faces criticism for exploiting Pan-Africanism to extend his transitional rule to 2029, with some alleging he leans on Russia to consolidate personal power. An ex-post on July 20, 2025 from an activist in Ouagadougou boldly stated, Traoré is merely a shadow of Sankara, not a true heir, igniting a fierce debate across social media. Supporters hail Traoré's Sahel Alliance AES as the revival of Sankara's self-reliance dream, but detractors argue that his ties with Russia betray Sankara's non-aligned principles. Is Traoré genuinely continuing his predecessor's legacy, or merely borrowing his name for personal gain? Don't look away. A surprise is on the horizon. Thomas Sankara ruled for a mere 4 years, 1983-1987, before his assassination on 15-10-1987, by forces loyal to Blaise Compaoré, an event widely believed to be orchestrated with French backing, leaving his legacy overshadowed in the decades that followed. In contrast, Ibrahim Traoré has held power for 3 years, 2022 to 2025, and survived over 5 coup attempts, as detailed in a Burkinabe military report released on 15/07/2025, showcasing a resilience distinct in today's volatile landscape. Sankara concentrated on internal reforms, such as the 10 million tree campaign to combat desertification, which restored 20% of arable land, and further reduced food imports by 20% from 1985, while Traoré expands his vision globally with the Sahel Alliance AES and a $2 billion nuclear deal with Russia, marking a significant leap in energy development. A surprising turn. A leaked document on July 25, 2025, from an anonymous source on X, reveals Traoré is secretly constructing a Thomas Sankara museum with $50 million funded by Russia, set to open on 04/08/2025, to commemorate the 42nd anniversary of Sankara's coup. Though some Burkinabe worry he's exploiting Sankara's image to conceal China infrastructure negotiations worth $500 million as analyzed in a BBC article on July 26, 2025, sparking intense controversy. The pinnacle of this comparison lies in their confrontation with the West. Sankara was isolated and assassinated for rejecting IMF aid, whereas Traoré endures ECOWAS and U.S. sanctions imposed in July 2025, yet sustains a 3% economic growth in 2025 through gold nationalization per IMF data. A startling revelation Traoré declared in Ouagadougou on 15/04/2024. Thomas Sankara is my spiritual father, but a key difference emerges in religious outlook, with Sankara adhering to strict secularism and avoiding religious promotion, while Traoré supports local Islam embraced by over 60% of Burkina Faso's population as a means to unite communities against jihadist threats. In summary, Traoré inherits Sankara's anti-colonial and self-reliance spirit, adapting it to modern challenges like jihadists and geopolitics, breathing new life into Sankara's legacy. Yet the question remains, can Traoré surpass his predecessor to become a new icon, or will he remain a faint echo? If Traoré falters under jihadist and international pressure, Sankara's dream might be lost forever. Don't miss Day 8. Traoré facing jihadists, the endless war. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.